Hello to those of you who are feeling called to this reading in particular. My goal is to give you a message that your ancestors have for you at this very moment. The first thing I'm going to do is shuffle out one card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle and one card from the Prismavisions Tarot. Just to see, what your ancestors want to talk about. If you want to be a part of the community that I'm trying to create, I just saw 33. Subscribe and hit that notification bell, and if you're interested, you can also find me on TikTok. Whenever I do ancestor readings here, I do universe readings over there, so if you're interested in that, the link is in the description. I also just saw the number 44. So the first card we have is Psychic Strength, Shield, Talismans, and Gold Light. This is really interesting to be, like the general energy of this reading, because it's very mysterious, feels kind of occult. I just saw 122 change starts with you. So by learning how to trust yourself and your intuition more, you have the power to impact others to do the same, to find the courage to trust themselves, Psychic strength really makes me think that this reading is about your psychic abilities or spiritual abilities, whatever you want to call them. Maybe there could be something here about being focused on your healing and letting things go, releasing what no longer serves you, that kind of thing, to help you become stronger psychically. Definitely feel some healing could be going on here to help make your mind quieter so your inner voice is louder. The High Priestess or the Moon could be significant with Shield. Here I get this really strong message that you need to learn to protect yourself from energies that make you see yourself as someone that you're not. Shouldn't willingly misunderstand yourself just because others do. That's an interesting message to come through. I really feel like you're being called to not be afraid to just be yourself and stand up for yourself. Talisman, there could be something here like a charm or some specific object that could make you feel safer. So that could be something that could have some sort of spiritual significance, that talisman or whatever. With me clearing my throat a lot, this makes me want to talk about the throat chakra, so learning how to use your voice. I really feel like you could really open up a lot of wisdom by applying who you are to the collective, if that makes sense. Applying your own lessons, your own pain, your own healing to the rest of the world, knowing that you're not alone. Just saw 3, 4, 5, trust that everything happens in the way that it's meant to, exactly as it's meant to. That feels really important here, especially when it comes to clearing your mind. And Gold Light, for some reason this made me think of meditation, so that could be really significant, especially if you're trying to heal. But the Prismavisions tarot card we have is the Sun. Yeah, that's really clear. I don't mean to be covering her face, but the Sun here is all about, I feel like this is about your perspective on loss and new beginnings, change overall, changing your perspective on that, so that way you can reconnect with your inner child and live life the way you deserve to live it. Definitely, just because you are where you're meant to be doesn't mean it's where you deserve to be. We also have the solar plexus and, I was going to say the Sun. I was looking at these, but obviously it's the Sun. The Sun card itself, or the actual planet, the Sun, that could be significant in some spiritual way. Okay, I'm going to use the Nightmare Before Christmas Tarot to look deeper into this energy. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, let me get something to drink real quick before I move on. Okay, so the Nine of Wands is a very resilient energy. I really feel something up here about resilience coming from a very strong or like deep sense of patience with the Sun, especially, and like this psychic, mysterious kind of energy. I definitely feel like this patience is about having patience with the collective. You know, not only patience for yourself, but also the collective. You're definitely being called to trust that everything happens for a reason, and you know, divine timing could be like a significant concept or whatever. Six of Wands. So this does indicate a victory. I really feel like you're being guided by your ancestors to reach some sort of victory. I really feel like this victory is internal, and that it's going to come with some wisdom, some awakenings, some awareness, more awareness than you already have. I definitely really feel something here about you being able to see even more of the unseen than you already do, and taking advantage of that to make a difference in the world. I really do feel like talking about your own place in the world and how it's equally important as everyone else's, no matter how big or small you feel like your purpose is, because it all contributes to the same bigger picture. That small purpose is still necessary. It's still as necessary as the bigger purpose. And that's really interesting. I do feel some sort of mental conflict or internal conflict that needs to be released, and I really feel like this has a lot to do with self-doubt and underestimating yourself. Your self-confidence definitely does feel like it's significant right now, and gaining more self-confidence, healing from a childhood that made you feel like you were weak or powerless. It feels significant here, especially with the Sun, the inner child energy. Now that I, really look at it, it's really strong here. That's the part of you that you need to be listening to the most, and the part of you that you need to be treating with kindness the most. I feel like maybe a conversation with your inner child could be significant if you haven't already done that. I have the Two of Cups, which really just confirms the emotional stability and mental clarity that you need to, the more emotionally stable you are, the more clear your mind is, the more stronger your psychicness and your intuition and stuff like that is. Definitely, it's really clear in this reading that you're being called by your ancestors to keep focusing on your mental health, on gaining more control over your thoughts, your perspectives, how you view yourself and how you view the world, so you can have more control over your actions ultimately. Because I feel like the universe really feels like strongly about your purpose. And to be able to pursue the purpose that you are meant to pursue a purpose that you deserve to pursue. I lost my train of thought. 1 second. The two here, even though this is a Two of Cups card, the two for me is always about balance overall as a whole. Temperance could be significant. Maybe some specific spirit guides are coming through. yeah, your emotional stability and gaining more control of your actions. Okay, yeah, to pursue a purpose that you deserve to pursue, you have to have more control over your actions. You have to be able to be patient enough to be patient enough and to trust enough to be able to pursue what you deserve to pursue. I hope that's making sense. The next one we have is the Six of Pentacles, which is really, really interesting with the Six of Wands here. So the number 6 in any form, 66666, that could be a significant number that you're seeing. If you see that, that's definitely a sign about having unconditional love for yourself. Whenever you see signs as well, I feel called to say to pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to what you're thinking about. That might make it easier to decipher what the message is actually about. With the Six of Pentacles here, speaking of unconditional love for yourself, the Six of Pentacles is all about giving and receiving, and I feel like right now you need to be giving to yourself, you know, receiving from yourself. I definitely feel like, yeah, that message about protecting your energy is coming through again. Be careful what you believe, for sure. Definitely think for yourself. Don't be afraid to think for yourself and to do things differently. As long as you trust yourself and feel like you're genuinely doing the right thing and you really are doing what you feel like you should be doing, there's nothing to worry about, because really all the universe wants you to do is to be honest with yourself. Just saw 122, so that way you can hold others accountable to be honest. The truth, honesty, that's very, very important right now. Being honest with yourself is going to have a much bigger impact than you may or may not ever know. I just saw 122 again and 1222. So change starts with you, and the universe wants you to meet halfway through authenticity and patience. Yeah, authenticity came up for sure some little bit ago, and patience feels very significant as well. I feel like you're being called to trust more to help you be more patient. Yeah, just remember that change starts with you, and you have an impact. No matter how big or small, it still matters. You know, all of us, we will always have an impact. Our energy will always show up, and that's why it matters what kind of energy we put out. Wow, the Queen of Wands. So yeah, this is definitely, I just saw 1313. Wow. I'm getting like Wheel of Fortune kind of energy, so good luck or fortune could be down the line for you. I feel like you really have the potential to, you know, live more than comfortably. Let's put it that way. I just saw 333. Yeah, remember that your growth is going to turn into expansion. You just can't be so focused on how, when, why, those kinds of things. You just need to be focused on right now and what you should be doing right now, which is finding more confidence in your own decisions, healing from, you know, perspectives or thinking patterns that make you feel smaller than you actually are. Your self-confidence, for sure, is going to help you become more stronger and stronger, psychically or spiritually or whatever. That's why I really feel honesty and truth, being honest with yourself, is coming up, because being honest with yourself is the only way to really unlock your knowings, your psychic abilities and stuff like that. I hope that reading was helpful or relevant in some way. If you'd like to hit the like button to show me that, that's the best way to support me. And if you'd like to offer even more support, you can donate through the thanks button directly below the video. Absolutely not obligated, but always very much appreciated. Feel free to leave a comment if you have any. I'd love to connect with you more. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around.